Let's talk about discipline, because I think most of us have it all wrong. We tend to think of it as this thing, this trophy you win one time and then it just sits on your shelf forever. But what if that's just not true? Today, we're going to tear that idea down and look at a much more powerful truth. Discipline isn't something you get to have, it's something you have to do, every single day.
Does this sound familiar? That little voice in the back of your head? You were on a roll, everything was clicking, and then you weren't. You look back and you can't even pinpoint when it all went sideways. It just happened.
And you remember that feeling, don't you? Oh, you remember it. Waking up early, getting that workout in, nailing your diet, just being totally locked in at work. The momentum felt real. You felt like you had finally cracked the code.
Maybe it was a holiday, maybe you got sick for a couple of days. Or maybe it was just one morning where hitting snooze felt a little too good. Just one tiny break in that perfect chain. And almost overnight, it feels like that whole structure you built just turned to sand. And this, right here, is the part that does the most damage. We tell ourselves this story that we failed completely, that we lost this thing called discipline. And the idea of having to climb that entire mountain all over again from the very bottom, well, it's so exhausting we just don't. But what if that whole story is just wrong? What if discipline isn't like your wallet, something you can just lose? This quote on the screen, this is the whole game. You didn't lose discipline. You stopped earning it. See how that shifts everything? It moves it from something that happened to you to something you stopped doing.
To really get this, we have to pop the hood and look at the actual psychology of how this works. This isn't about being tougher or having more willpower. It's about understanding the basic operating system that's running in your own head.
So here it is, side by side, the lie versus the truth. The lie is that some people are just born disciplined. It's a part of who they are. The truth? It has nothing to do with your personality. It's a system. It's a practice. It's something you run every day.
So what do we mean by a system? It means we stop trying to win by brute force. True discipline is about being an architect. You strategically design your world to make the good choices easy and the bad choices hard. You remove the friction. You basically set up the game so that you're destined to win.
And here's why that daily action is non-negotiable. Your brain, by default, is lazy. It's designed to save energy, to find the path of least resistance. So every time you do the disciplined thing, you're strengthening that pathway in your brain. But every time you skip, you're telling your brain, this isn't that important, and the path starts to get overgrown. One skip just weakens the system, but do it a few times, you break it for good. You know, motivation is like your phone battery. It's always running down. A system is the power grid. It's just always there. Okay, so let's make this less theoretical. Let's see how one single day, one single choice, can send two people down two totally different roads. This just lays it all out, doesn't it? Look at the skipper. It starts with that classic lie. It's just one day off, but that one day makes the next skip so much easier. Pretty soon, all that momentum is just gone. Now look at the practitioner. They lower the bar, they don't have to be perfect, they just have to show up. Even for 10 minutes, they keep the streak alive. And what happens over time? For them, the habit gets easier. The system gets stronger. They're earning it one small action at a time.
This is the quiet part nobody wants to admit. Failure is rarely this big, dramatic explosion. It's a slow, quiet drift. It's one easy choice, then another, and you don't even notice it's happening until you look up and realize you're completely lost at sea.
Okay, so if that's the problem, how do we fix it? How do we stop the drift? Well, the answer isn't to just grit your teeth and try harder. It's to stop struggling and start building a smarter system.
All right, here's the playbook. Number 1, shrink the start. Make the first step so small, so easy, that it feels stupid not to do it. Your goal isn't go to the gym for an hour. Your goal is put on your running shoes. That's the win. 2, make progress visible. Get a calendar and put a big fat X on every single day you show up. That visual chain becomes a powerful reason not to break it. 3, design your environment. I mean, come on, this is basic. Lay out your gym clothes the night before, put the junk food on the highest shelf and the fruit at eye level. Make the right choice the lazy choice. 4, reward the effort. Right after you do the hard thing, give your brain a little treat. A song you love, 5 minutes of a funny video. You're teaching your brain to associate the effort itself with a reward. And finally, number 5, find a better alternative. Don't try to go from a pack a day to 0. Go from a pack to a nicotine patch. Go from soda to diet soda, then to sparkling water. Progress, not perfection.
This is so crucial. You gotta let go of that toxic idea that you're back at square one. You're not. You still have all the knowledge and experience from last time. You're not starting over. You're just continuing, right from where you are right now.
So to wrap all this up, I want to leave you with one last way to think about this. One metaphor that I think makes it all click into place.
Think about your phone or your computer. You don't just install the operating system once and then it's perfect forever, right? Of course not. It needs updates, it needs maintenance. You have to actually open the apps and use it. Otherwise, it just becomes a useless brick.
Discipline is your operating system for life. It's the software that runs your ambitions, and it requires daily engagement. You have to choose to run the program every single day. That's not a burden. That's where all your power is.
So, I'll leave you with this question, and be honest with yourself. Right now, are you actively running your system? Are you earning your progress today? Or are you letting it drift? One small, easy choice at a time. The answer to that? Well, it changes everything.